Hey guys, excuse the crazy hair. I have coconut oil in my hair today. So I'm going to show you guys how to make butter in a water bottle. It's actually very, very simple. Um, you need 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream. I get mine from Wegmans because it's the best. Or this is just heavy cream. So yeah, either heavy cream or heavy whipping cream, one of the two, and just a water bottle. I have the lid for it. It's right here. Got the cap. So what you want to do is open your pint or whatever you're using. I prefer to use the milk carton pints because it's just to easier to mess around with, easier to pour, and you want to do that very gently. And I'm going to be shaking this in real time. And then I'm just going to take the label off of this really quickly. Let me put the cap on real quick. It's just so I can show it better, like what this is going to look like. So if you're going to do this, my best suggestion, so I have 8 ounces of heavy cream in here. You want a container that holds double the amount of the cream you're going to put in. So if you have 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream, put it in a 16-ounce water bottle. That because as you shake it, it expands. And if it doesn't have any room to expand, it's not going to be done properly. So at this point, you can just start shaking it. Normally, what I do at this point, when I'm shaking it, I just watch TV or something. So today is Succession. If I can get my TV to work. Here we go. I'm also going to go over the different phases that cream takes on when it's being turned into butter. So just go at your own pace. It's not a race. Just take your time with it. Also, this is a really good way to get your frustration out. Because because it's like you can violently shake something without like having to violently shake a person, if you will. But yeah, excuse the crazy hair. It's coconut oil day. And I use coconut oil in my hair because it softens it, and I'm also growing my hair out from a pixie cut, so it's been helping. I'm finally at that bob phase now, and I'm excited about it. So just keep shaking, just keep shaking, just keep shaking, just keep shaking. Just keep shaking, just keep shaking, just keep shaking. All right, let's check to see what phase it's in. So it's getting into whipped cream phase. I can't really show it without like dropping it and spilling it onto my keyboard. So the cream was about here. It was about here. Now it's here. And this is why you need a container that's big enough to hold it because like I said, it'll expand. And there will be changes to the consistency. Like it'll go from splashing to just like a muffled sloshing. Like, hear that? Yeah. Which means it's going into whipped cream phase. Oh, this is different because normally I use heavy whipping cream for this, but it's heavy cream, so I guess there's a difference. By the way, if your water bottle isn't completely dry, it's okay. As long as like there's no water like sitting at the bottom, then you're good. Well, yeah, the difference between like heavy cream and heavy whipping cream is just the fat content. So, and then another way you can tell that there's consistency changes is that you'll actually be able to see what's inside the water bottle, because when you're shaking this, it completely turns like you can't see what's in here at this point. So right now it's at whipped cream phase. It looks like whipped cream phase. Then it'll get to butter phase at some point. So let's just shake this around. This is really good. Like if you have kids and it's like you're trying to give them something they can do to get some energy out. This would be perfect. Just give them a water bottle filled with heavy whipping cream and just have them shake it and play with it, run around with it, do what they will. Because think about it, you'll just be like, okay, I need them. Okay, so I'm going to need some butter, but I'm going to make it from heavy whipping cream in a water bottle, but I don't want to do it myself. So let me see if I can get my kids to do it. Not exactly the best way to parent, but now it's in whipped cream phase. Cousin Greg's my favorite. Like I said, I'm watching Succession. And my favorite character is Cousin Greg. And a few weeks ago, Nicholas Braun, who plays Cousin Greg on Succession, liked an Instagram comment I made. It was okay. So it was on this. So I had commented on a video he had made where he was essentially asking Kim Kardashian to date him. And full disclosure, I would totally date him, but I'm already spoken for, so also I'm lower middle class. Don't know if he'd go for that though. But I can dream. So my comment on his post was, okay, I'm going to give myself a break from this. Oh, now you can finally see now there's some type of change, because you can tell when there's changes when you can actually see what's inside the water bottle. Okay, so the comment was, so I had several crying emojis, laughing crying emojis. And I commented, this reminds me of the time I went to Royal Farms on Stanton Christiana Road in Newark, Delaware during the night shift. I was talking to one of the girls who works there about the assistant store leader at a Royal Farms I work at in Maryland. And this one dude interrupted our conversation to shoot his shot with her. And needless to say, it did not end well. And when he left, we were all laughing hysterically to the point where I fell on the floor and had a hard time getting up. That actually did happen. But yeah, and full disclosure, I do work at Royal Farms, and I really enjoy it there. But I've been on leave from there for like the last 6 weeks because of a suicide attempt, and I'm getting the help I need. I'm doing much better. I'm in an IOP program. I'm taking antidepressants, and I've been finding ways to cope. I give my boyfriend a lot of credit. He's the MVP here because he encouraged me to get back into crocheting. He actually took me to Hobby Lobby and had me buy some yarn for a project. And I recently decided I'm not going to shop at Hobby Lobby anymore because I found so apparently they were involved in a Supreme Court case where the Supreme Court ruled that Hobby Lobby doesn't have to supply birth control due to religious grounds. I think religion is not a good thing because all it does is cause problems. Okay, for those of you who have a religion, I'm not judging you, but in my personal opinion, all religion does is cause problems, okay? Because, and also, I'm a birth control user, so, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I have a couple friends who are practicing Christians, and that's cool and all, as long as their beliefs are not shoved down my throat. Okay, now it's turning into butter. Once I can get this down enough, once I can whip this down enough to. Okay, come on. So it is now in the whipped butter phase. Don't know how we can see that because the lighting in my house is not exactly the best, but that's okay because I can't complain. I'm just thankful I have something I can use. But anyway, so back to crocheting. So I've been making a tank top that I designed myself, and I got the idea for it while I was listening to No Good by Kate Vogel. And a little fun fact, when I posted an in progress picture of my project, Kate Vogel, so I tagged her in my post, and Kate Vogel actually liked my post, and not only did she like my post, but she commented on it too, and I freaked out. Okay, now we're getting into the butter phase. It's not exactly going to be butter until I start to hear some sloshing. And can I be honest with you? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. There's a point in time where the butter's going to look like a liquid powder kind of number. Okay, going to be very honest with you. It looks like baby vomit, and it's very, very pungent. But when it turns into butter, it won't be all that bad. It won't be that bad because then everything will have been separated. There we go. Not quite yet. So it goes back into a cream state. This takes about 15 minutes on average. So, okay, guys, we're at the butter phase. Don't know how well you can see that, but Houston, we have butter. We have butter. And that's a crap load of buttermilk.
she was in Venice, so it was easy for her.
Okay, I'm just noticing something. So it almost, when you're like, so yeah, when you're shaking this stuff up, if you hold it close to your ear, it sounds like soda that's fizzing up, but that's not the case at all. But that's what it sounds like.
Boys, I need 5 on strategy. In private.
All right, there we go. I think I'm gonna stop shaking this. Just leave it in all of its buttery, creamy glory. And that is how you make butter from a water bottle. So it takes about 15 minutes. And I decided to do it in real time because I don't see it done in real time. And I know it's a very, very long video to watch, but at least you have an idea of how to make butter in a water bottle and the amount of time it takes. So there you go. All right.